Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, JC, and welcome back to my channel once again. And today we're going to be talking about the infamous words DLC 5 once again, because let's just be real here. No one in the community has any idea what's going on, or it might be the opposite. There might be a bunch of people who have a lot of ideas about what's going on. And if you look across the community, there's been a bunch of big YouTubers making videos about DLC 5. I made a video about DLC 5, but it was more of a theory video and what I would want to happen if a DLC 5 came. But we've seen some big videos, just to name a few. Glitching Queen, why I'm a believer in DLC 5. She actually made a video saying that she's a believer now in this idea of a DLC 5. We also have the Gaming Revolution on the other hand. I know a bunch of people like to make fun of the Gaming Revolution. I don't mean to throw any hate towards anyone here. That's not my job at all. But this man, the Gaming Revolution, he made a video saying that he has 100% proof that DLC 5 is coming and you will find out very, very soon or whatever. But then a couple of days ago, or it might have been yesterday or the day before, he privated the video. It got over 200,000 views. It sparked a lot of talk in the community, and he privated the video. Why? Why? And I don't mean to throw any shade towards the Gaming Revolution, but this man had 6 ads on that video, right? Like, I don't think he's the type of guy that would just remove his video that's doing really, really well, if you get what I'm saying here. I mean, there's 6 ads on it. I mean, the guy was trying to earn some money off this video, but he privated it. Why? Why would you do that? Like, interesting, very, very interesting. But what's weird is that it's back up again. The video is back up and it's just there again. And it's got me thinking a lot, and I want to read a bunch of your comments from my last video about DLC 5 and just kind of get the discussion going once again on the possibilities of DLC 5 and what you guys would want to see. So let's go ahead and start with some of your guys' comments. Harry says, the only thing I want from DLC 5 is a Mob of the Dead remaster. Now this is very interesting because in the comic book that came out yesterday, there's actually been an added scene at the end of it that we didn't see in the iTunes version of it apparently, but in the actual real comic book, there's a Noct/Mob the Dead crossover loading screen thing that they add in that's teasing something to do with Noct and Mob the Dead. It could be teasing maybe a DLC 5, I don't know, but it is kind of odd that while we're talking about all this stuff, while we're talking about DLC 5, and while we're talking about the possibility of having remastered maps in the summer, and this is a huge discussion going on in the community right now, we get a loading screen literally talking about Mob of the Dead, literally adding more things about Mob of the Dead. And from the looks of it, it kind of looks like it may be showing Dempsey and the gang coming through the portal from that time in Zetsubo when they said they went to Alcatraz. So maybe if we had a DLC 5 at some point and we had Mob of the Dead in there, it could actually tell that tale of how they got the blood vials from Zetsubo.
Okay, gotta admit, I didn't see that one coming.
Call it our insurance policy.
Fox Cobra says they could port over Transit and I would be happy. Well. Gnarly Nathan says, I feel like it could be a good idea to remaster Mob the Dead and have the Origins characters there so we know what happened between Zetsubo and Garad. See, that's what I was saying before. The only thing bad about that is that you don't get the Mob the Dead characters unless they are in the Easter egg to get the rest of the blood. Now here's my theory, right? If there is a DLC 5, which I'm not going to say which way I'm leaning because I don't want to steer you guys in one direction or the other. This is merely a discussion video about things that could possibly happen, but let's just say there is a DLC 5, okay? Let's just say there is. If we got a DLC 5, I don't think we would have like directly remastered maps like 100%. I feel like stuff would be changed, and that would be the sort of hook for me as a storyline guy to play the maps again, because I've played the maps so much in the past, like I don't really necessarily need to have maps remastered for me to, like, you know, go crazy and hype or whatever. I just want more story. That's the thing I'm looking for. And if they could do that, like just change the map up, somehow like maybe give us remnants of Alcatraz and what happened to the Weasel and all that, but then our characters are coming in and they somehow get the blood vials from them. I have no idea how that would work, but it would just be really cool to, you know, play a map in a different environment, in a different time, in a different way. I mean, it's probably going to be a lot different if they do remaster these maps, and that's going to be cool, and I really hope that happens. Nicholas says new game modes are needed way over remastered maps. I've played every map so many times except for Transit and Die Rise. I need new modes, not remastered maps. This is what I said in my video last week is I, for one, think the most important thing that the community needs is more ways to play. We need modes like Grief to come back because there could be so much potential for that you know, just in terms of the community. Just having a mode like Grief come back could spawn tournaments, could spawn just a lot of fun streams, just a lot of fun things to do and different ways to play the maps that are in Black Ops 3. And I think it could enhance a lot of the maps, especially Zetsubo no Shima. I think that map would be a sick Grief map. You have the two bases on each side of Zetsubo, and you have a Grief map where one team's on one side and the other team's on the other side, and you can go across either base. Maybe the bunker's closed off or something. There's just so many things they could do, and I really hope, if there is a DLC 5, I really hope that there's some sort of new game modes, or just at least Grief added back. It probably won't happen, but I hope it happens. I really want Treyarch to do that. And Treyarch, if you're watching, please do that at some point or in the next Zombies game. Just please, my friend, please. Colin says, hey JC, can't seem to get anyone to answer this, but why did Blundell call Revelations a 18-month map? And this is really interesting because I remember him saying that too. I remember I don't know where he said it exactly, but I remember everybody talking about him saying it back when Revelations was about to come out. And I don't know, like, it is really weird that he called that map an 18-month map, because we essentially completed it like in around like a week or so. I think it was a week. That map, you know, it died really quickly. A lot of people were just upset with Revelations. They were upset with the ending, and there wasn't, it seemed like, too much left to discover on Revelations, and people have been through the code as well, I think, and it's weird. I don't know why he said that, but maybe if we got Remaster Maps, that could potentially give us some more storyline info on Revelations, right? Like, Revelations could be enhanced by the experiences that we could have in Remaster Maps if they do come at some point. Like, just the loading screens themselves that we've gotten in the comic books are already enhancing the story and making it it's just giving us more insight. And quite possibly they could also pull a Mass Effect. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Mass Effect 3 had a horrible ending. A lot of people hated the ending, but they tried to enhance it with DLC. They tried to make it better by adding like an extended cut to the ending of Mass Effect 3. And maybe Treyarch could also do something like this. They might be able to give us a little bit more of what happened to our characters after Revelations. If we got a remastered DLC, they could tease the future of zombies through a remastered map pack. Even though it's remastered maps, they could definitely tease the story to come 100%, where it's cutscenes, where it's ciphers, whatever. And maybe that's what Blundell meant. Maybe they've had a DLC 5 planned forever. I don't think they have though, but I don't know. Ikaros says, I left COD for Overwatch when Infinite Warfare came out, but a DLC 5 would definitely get me back into Bloops. I guess you mean Black Ops. But yeah, I played a lot of Overwatch 2 in November. I got into Overwatch for the first time ever. I was a little bit late to it. But yeah, when Infinite Warfare came out, I wasn't really into Infinite Warfare. I'm still not into Infinite Warfare, and I'm sorry once again if you guys are. I hope you guys are having fun with the game. I hope you guys love Infinite Warfare. But personally for me, I would love to see more Treyarch content. And I think having something like this happen this year would be awesome for the community, and I really hope it does. I know it just sounds absolutely insane right now, and we have no clear idea if it's going to happen or not, but if it did happen, that would be sick. More Treyarch and more story is typically not a bad thing at all. The Demons says, to be honest, I feel like old remastered maps and new game modes is just the thing the community needs. Whatever's the outcome, I'm going to be happy with more content, unless it's stuff for MP. Now, this is something that a lot of people are saying as well. A lot of people are saying, we're not going to get more DLC, even though Treyarch has said that in 2017 they're going to add on to Black Ops 3, they're going to give us new content in Black Ops 3. They never said specifically what that could be, so it could just be supply drop weapons for all we know. It could just be liquid divinium things for all we know, right? It doesn't mean that there's going to be this huge DLC pack with all these remaster maps that's going to happen this year. But we can be hopeful about it. We can be hopeful. And personally for me, I could care less about multiplayer weapons and supply drops. I'm just not a supply drop person at all. I've never bought supply drops or liquid diviniums like ever, I don't think. I just don't buy that stuff. Like, I don't feel the need to buy that stuff ever, and I would much rather earn my weapons and games and know that I earned this weapon, right? Like, I never got into the whole I'm gonna pay like $50 to try to get a weapon in multiplayer. And even if they do add that stuff like the PPSH to multiplayer, I don't really see the appeal of it, and I really hope that that's not all they're doing. I hope they actually mean new content. COD Gamer says, if you leave the community, everything will be okay. You know, I really thought that in 2017 we weren't gonna get these types of comments, but just break my soul, man. Just break my soul. However, though, our final comment comes from Phantom Ice saying, I know DLC 5 is a meme and myth, but this time there is more evidence. The mystery DLC file in BO3 on Steam. I'm not even sure what that was. Jason saying, I cannot say anything right now when asked about 2017 content. That was on the live stream. And textures for old maps being placed in BO3, which Dalek made a video about as well. And remade loading screens, Moon, Ascension, Nuketown, and now we have Noct and Mob the Dead now remade in the comic book loading screens. So, what is the verdict? Is there a DLC 5? Are we real? Is life real? Why am I still making zombies videos? Do I need to stop? Do I need to just play some Horizon Zero Dawn because I have the game bought but I haven't played it but decided to make a video?
What's that now? Don't like the cold? Can't stay in today. We have a ritual to perform, you and I.
But I will say this. If DLC 5 is real, it would be an awesome thing. It'd be a very, very awesome thing. And Treyarch, I know DLC 5 has always been a joke and a meme and a myth, like Phantom Ice is saying, but if you can pull it off while you're working on your next game, I really appreciate it. Because I don't want to rave in the redwoods anymore. Rave in the gray. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that. I just want to play some Treyarch Zombies. I miss it. I miss the story. I miss everything about it. I don't know what I'm doing with my life anymore without it. Please let the gaming revolution be right for once. Let the man be right for once. Just let the man be right for once. Please. Please, Treyarch. I beg of you. Like, I know you're working on your next game. I know your next game's gonna be awesome. But if you can do it, just do it. Just do it. And we'll all love you. We'll love it. We'll love it. We'll eat it up. We're already eating it up and we don't even know if it exists yet. So yeah, that's it. That's the video. That's the video. We did a zombies video, guys. We did it. We did. But yeah, this has been me, JC. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, I don't know what comments to leave in the bottom of this video. I don't know if you, whatever you want to say. Just say whatever you want to say in the comments below. If you want to say something like avocados are amazing, do that. And that's the comments for this video. I'm not really taking the comments from this one, but I'll read it. I'll read your comments like I always do. But yeah, DLC 5 might actually be real or might not be real. I don't know. As that one girl in the office would say, huh? But wait, before I go, just one more thing. Activision, I have no clue. I don't know. So please don't take this video down because that would be very scary. And I just want to read some comments, all right? That's all I want to do. This is me, JC. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.